What up, comrades? It's Noon here, back with another video playing Crisis in the Kremlin, trying to bring Posadism to the Soviet Union in, Crisis in the Kremlin. I'm going to make a new character. I'm going to make Posadas. You can read about him on Wikipedia. Interesting guy. He was a Latin American Union organizer, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, he was a Trotskyist. So something that I'm going to do that I didn't do in the last one is try and rehabilitate Trotsky's legacy. And so we get to choose 4 character traits. So we obviously need to get nuclear specialists. So again, the real goal here is build a nuclear arsenal, build a space program, and I don't know if we can do something with dolphins. So maybe the technocrat, maybe conspiracy theorist. Sure. Yeah, there's a bunch of traits here. Rocket scientist, maybe, instead of one of these. Maybe instead of conspiracy theorist, let's do rocket scientist. And we have to choose one of these alignments. The 4th one has to be sympathetic to a faction. And I think I want to go informal socialists. I'm not sure what the most sort of historically accurate Trotskyist one would be. It's obviously not neo-Stalinist. It's not conservative. I don't think it's liberal Democrat. It's also interesting, by the way, here you see mutual exclusion Maoist. But there are no Maoists as far as I can tell. Social patriots? Not sure about that either. Let's go informal socialist. And how does this point system work? Is it just 3 points per? Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe like this? I think if you increase your age, you get more points, but I don't know how age is affected, if there's like a chance of you dying at any time. But sure, let's just go 333. That seems fine. We've got bonuses to research. And we're an informal socialist. So let's get started. Enable tutorial. No, I still am refusing to do that, even though it's probably a good idea. All right, so I've also figured out a few other things about the game since last time I played. So most of these research screens have, if it's already started, it increases the cost of science points in the other branches by 20% until all sciences of this branch are fully researched. So we kind of need to go down just one side of each of them. So I think I want to choose this one, the domestic internet one, rather than going for OGAS, which is super cool. Like, I might do another run in the future where I'm going for like an OGAS kind of thing, which was the like automated sort of AI planning technology. But basically, we want to get both of these streams done as far as possible. Heavy interplanetary ship, that's the alien comrades. And then, but also we need the nukes on this side first, I think. So I reckon let's go for maybe intensive development, military satellites, modern computer technology. I think we're more... Oh, and this is... You can only research one branch, which is quite a lot more restrictive than the 20%. Sorry, that's my cat. Well, the cat who is living with me, causing noise, if you can hear that in the background. But I think I'm going to go this side just for the air defense and missile defense systems and global war. The right side seems kind of cool, but yeah, let's do that. And I think we want... I know I said I want nukes, which is obviously here, but I don't know if I just want to actually go down the like quantum research thing. It's kind of hard to say. Re-equipment of missile forces. No, I guess let's go for the launch vehicle side. And then this is the Intel on the American side. So we've got some of all of these selected. Yep. Here we are in the diplomatic screen. Now, I think I want to try to win one of these wars, but not the other. And we're currently not involved in the war in between Iraq and Iran. And as far as I can tell, maybe there's a diplomatic option. Yeah, so I can't just get involved at this stage. Looks like Iraq is sort of more closely aligned to us. I think there's an event for that later on. Here's Nicaragua. Now, I'm not sure if Nicaragua is very important, but we are actually involved in this war. So I could try and win here. I'm not sure how valuable it is. I could just, like, basically give up in Nicaragua, let the US win. I can just let it chill. How much is this costing us? It's making the US a bit mad at us. That's about it. I think I'll leave it for now. And then there's the Angolan Civil War, which we are involved with. Don't know why. Can assign an advisor? Sure. I'm going to wait until my political authority starts ticking to do that. But anyway, it's just worth kind of keeping an eye on those. Whether or not I want to try and win in Afghanistan, like, I mean, famously, that's hard to do. Yeah. And with our budget, I'm kind of tempted to make a bunch of cuts. Try and get our finances going. But I guess let's just, like, let the game run for a little bit. Okay, so this is J. Posadas is elected. And the Euro missile crisis. I think we should keep going with the missiles. Though I do actually want to increase the influence of the moderates and the reformers, because I'm trying to get the conservatives out so that I can rehabilitate Trotsky. Yeah, I think a moratorium is a good idea in the short term. I'll just show you this this Trotsky thing. Oh, the cat is trying to climb on my shoulder. That is cute and annoying. So here's Trotsky. So, okay, actually, we can just do it as soon as the period of settling into the job is finished, which I believe is a year from now. Okay, so now we need to choose our deputy. I'm just rushing through a bit of these because I kind of did it in the previous, pardon me, the previous episode. And as I mentioned, I played around a bit off screen. So this is for our 2IC. And I think we want someone kind of in the moderate end. With good stats. Don't think we want the neo-Stalinists. Dolgik has 0 diplomacy. Don't think we want the Liberal Democrats. Maybe I'll just let Gorbachev stay in. Sure. Why not? What could go wrong? All right, and now these guys want us to promote the guy to become our, like, construction guru. I better not say construction czar, given the context. Which I've always found was a weird American euphemism, but that's fine. I kind of like the idea of promoting him to the Minister of Industry. Like, he's good at what he does, let's put him in. Ooh, and Tikhonov is mad about it. Well, Tikhonov can die mad, basically. Alright. Personal issues. So we need to promote some people. And I think let's just go the moderate reformers. Radical reformers seems like a bit much for us. I think we just want some moderate reform. Let's just have a quick look at the Congress. Yeah. So we can investigate and see exactly how many there are. We've only got the one Neo-Stalinist, who is fairly powerful. But we could just ban him straight up. That's right. Well, it's a slow process of reform. That's fine. Okay, and then acceleration. So expanding imports, budget spending, and recognizing the lag of the economy at the official level in order to achieve an advanced level of development of mechanical engineering. I think it's a good idea. We get bonus research points and heavy industry. And the moderates and reformers get a buff. I think that sounds good to us. Time will tell how successful this policy will be. So we're currently getting +8. I didn't actually see if that changed, but maybe we'll check next month. Reliable Shield of Peace. So this is the renewal of the Warsaw Pact. We can get mad at the US. We can be conciliatory. Or we can just kind of just do it. I think let's just do it. We don't need to poke the bear of the US at this stage. Ooh, now we're -15. That's weird. Anti-alcohol campaign. So we can fight drunkenness, which reduces our agricultural income, makes everyone mad, but does deal with the problem of drunkenness. Can we... look at what drunkenness is doing here? It looks like we can't. Yes, I'm not actually sure what the problem of drunkenness is doing or like how bad it is or whatever. So we can increase the production of low alcohol drinks, ban strong alcohol. Or produce more vodka. We've got enough political power that we can do whatever we want. I think let's ban strong alcohol. Alright, well, we'll see how that goes. We do have some budget issues, though, for sure. Though it's not likely to be a big issue imminently. Trade is going down. Campaign against racism, so we'll definitely sanction South Africa. Let's see if we can get some trade agreements going. So we can go a trade agreement with Libya, which will increase our trade benefits a little, though it'll cost. Who else can we have a trade agreement with? Trade agreement with Ethiopia. Cool. Got some TEF in. Trade agreement with Yemen. Great. So this is spending some money, but hoping to make some money back with it. Syria, invite them to Comic-Con. Cool. Israel, Lebanon, Northern Cyprus, and Southern Cyprus, neither of which do anything with. Albania. All of these NATO countries aren't going to trade, obviously. Or, I guess we are trading with some of them, like with France. Yeah, I'm not sure where else we might be able to trade with. There's probably, like, some guide to this game that's like, now immediately start trading with Taiwan or whatever. But, oh yeah, what about that New Zealand economy? Yeah, I don't really know how the trade agreements function. That's right. Let's just keep it rolling. Okay, cool. So that has improved our budget deficit a little. Okay. So this is who should be the chairman of the Supreme Soviet. And I'm just going to keep it as me. I don't think there's any real reason to let anyone else have that role. As viewer and friend of the channel Jack said, this is following in the tradition of many former Soviet Union leaders, not to mention leaders of China. Which isn't to say that it's a good idea, but you know what? Let's so this is a youth conference for basically communists across the world in Moscow, and I think the kids should be allowed to criticize. You know, when they grow older, they'll see that their dear leader is entirely correct about everything. But until then, all right. And this is the slogan for it. So basically, it's pro-China, neutral, or pro-US and France. I think let's go for peace, solidarity, and social change, or globalize the fight for peace, solidarity, and development. Now let's go the moderate one. We get a one-time buff to our relationship with the US and France. Doesn't hurt our relationship with China. People are mad that we're intervening in Afghanistan. I mean, we could be intervening harder, you know. Do we pull out of Afghanistan? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a good idea to be involved in Afghanistan. On the other hand, it doesn't seem like it's a good idea for the US to win in Afghanistan. Sure, let's cut it. Alright. We're almost officially out of Afghanistan. Alright. I made the call. Alright, Star Wars. So this is the Reagan like missile system, and we're absolutely going to start developing our own one, which is going to be called SovSDI. More realistic and thoughtful than the American one. Hell yeah, let's go. Alright, we've finished researching military satellites. That's the space tech one. Let's go radar improvements. And what does this do? Put spy satellites into orbit. Cool. Crisis in the relations with the US? Oh, it's because of our star system. Yeah, of course. Yep, we'll just let them be mad. Let the DEFCON get worse. That is fine. And let's have a look at our... where is it? Space. Put spy satellites into orbit. So it's just going to cost us $25, which is quite a lot right at the moment. Can we do anything economic? Can't afford the UBI. Abolish the foreign trade monopoly. I'm not sure what kind of economy we have. I guess it's probably planned or transitional. I'm going to leave that for the moment. I can't quite figure out what the direct management shares is, if you know what I mean. That's alright. So currently, our labor shortage means that we have maximum investments. Level 1. Yeah, I really don't understand how this whole thing works. If you can decipher the mechanics here, please let me know, because I would appreciate that. Legalize... Oh yeah, like dodgy fulfillment of plans, yeah. What else can we do? Privileges of the bureaucrats. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Moratorium on the death penalty. Could be a good idea. Reinvest in housing stock. Again, we're just a little short on cash at the moment. So I think I might cut back art objects. Yeah, let's leave it like that. Balance our budget that way. Nothing is forgotten. Okay, so basically Mengele was found in Brazil, dead. And so we can either hold a conference with Brazil, which brings them out of their influence with the USA, and brings us more in line with us, or we could do a cheaper version. That also gets us a trade agreement with Brazil. Yeah, let's do it. The fate of the disgraced academician Sakharov. So we can let his wife go get cancer treatment. It's unclear what the decision-making process is, if it's just like a 50-50 or if there's some weight given to it based on like our relations with the US or something. Given that the only cost here is political authority and some influence, I think let's let her go. Alright, I'm not sure if we get to see what the result is there. Okay, and now we get Aldrich Ames, who is a CIA asset that we're absolutely going to recruit full-time. Just seems like a great benefit to have. Okay, cybernetics points not being used. I don't know how we can make them be used. Well. Okay, and a kid who liked Russia has died. That's sad. Ministerial leapfrog. Alright, so basically we need a prime minister. So there's Shavitsky, the conservative. This moderate who likes us a lot. Rizhov, who is an economist, a reformist economist. And we can leave Tikhonov in there. I'm torn between Vorotnikov and Rizhkov. I like Rizhkov especially because he's unambitious. So let's put Rizhkov in. Okay, once again losing some money there. Mitterrand's invitation, so France has invited us. Now each time I've gotten this, I've gone to France and I've gotten the negative outcome. We could also try and normalize with China, which I don't hate that idea. I mean, who needs the capitalist lapdogs of the American imperialists, you know? We can try and just keep being pals with our already connected people, or we can try and get African and Southeast Asia involved. I kind of like that idea. I think I did that in the previous video. I'm not 100% sure. This is tricky. It's annoying that, like, it can be positive or negative. I haven't really done anything with China. I think let's try and focus on China this time. The second outcome, the bad outcome, I think. They want us to withdraw from Mongolia and... Okay, that's bad. Are we in? We are in Mongolia. How do we break down NATO? That's my question. I mean, we could just get out of Mongolia. So, for a trade agreement, we need 75 relations or better. And... yeah. Look, I'm not sure what the military base is doing for us. Giving us a bit of combat readiness and relations. Yeah, let's get out of Mongolia. Did that improve our relations with China? I'm not sure. Maybe I should have done that before the mid-round visit, but that's right. Any other trade agreements we can get in Europe? Not really. Just don't know how to use these cybernetic points efficiently, but that's right. Okay, nice. Alcoholism is improving. Let's actually go have a look at that. Where are the modifiers? I think they're in... I found them before. Is this it? Stats. Okay, well, healthcare is going up. Great. That's not what I was looking for. Here we go. Economic? Political? It's not diplomatic. Special? The issue of alcoholism. Right, that's probably why our budget is fucked, is because we are reducing our agriculture income with the vodka reduction. So it's currently 297. I don't know how that works, but I'm guessing that if it's between 200 and 300, it's level 2. Alright. New CPSU program. Okay, so basically we can decide how we stand in relation to socialism and communism. So I think we want to remain committed to building communism. Modernizing socialist systems also fine, just like in terms of like this is an ideological Posadist stance. I mean, what's this? Total research points. Yeah, let's modernize the socialist system. Geneva. Okay, so we're meeting Reagan to try and manage our weapons situation. I don't know about this one. Seems unlikely that we're going to be able to get rid of the SDI. But I don't want to get rid of my ICBMs. So yeah, let's go to the reduction. We get the first outcome. Okay. He didn't fully shut down SDI, but has gone into negotiations to clarify the deployment of missiles in space. And we both agree that nuclear war should never be waged, as with last time, fingers crossed. Great. Good. Let's just have a look at these decisions again. In space. Put spy satellites into orbit. Minus 25. Okay, our budget is basically balanced now. I'm definitely going to do that. And we are now short on civil technology. This is about to be finished. Yeah, I don't know how we can spend these, you know? Maybe I could, like, cut some science spending. But I don't want to. Okay, we are losing in Afghanistan. That's fine. So we decided to pull out of there. And still nothing going on here. Tanker wars. Okay. So the war in Iraq and Iran has been going on for more than 5 years. Iraq has attacked Iranian oil tankers. And that has continued. Kuwait recently asked the superpowers to protect Kuwaiti tankers from continued attacks. And has changed its stance after we provided Kuwait with several tankers. So we can impose sanctions on Iran for some increased income, or get all of Comecon to sanction Iran. Let's do that. So now can we join on the side of Iraq? I'm not sure. Where's Kuwait? Just here, hey? Okay. I really have no idea how we can... Oh, what did we just finish? Heavy equipment. Cool. How we can affect elections, you know? So, the GTO, Game Theory Optimal Physical Training Program. So we get more political authority points that we don't need. Army size increase. More ICBMs. Radical opposition gets mad. Intelligentsia and civil liberties. And we lose a little bit of tax income. I mean, I'm basically in favor of it. Here we get the Improvement 88 program, which only costs authority points, so I'll definitely do that one. Alright. So here in France... So I think maybe the way it works is if we support the ones that win, we get better relations, even if it's not our guys. I'm not sure how that works. Let's see how we go. We'll just support the party that's already going to win. Okay, now let's have a look. So we could oppose the neo-Stalinists or the conservatives here. I think I like the idea of opposing the conservatives. It probably doesn't super matter, actually. Plus, this way... Yeah, let's oppose the neo-Stalinists. I think there's just one of them. and let's allow informal socialists. Maybe let's allow liberal Democrats as well. Just split the opposition a little bit more. And let's have a look if we can do that Trotsky thing yet. No, still settling into the job. Okay, Spain and Portugal joined the EEC. Unfortunate, but these things happen. Okay, labor shortages increased. Oh, and modern computer architectures is finished. That's great. This is a cool little decision that we can do here. So, this will cost us $5 once up. Ooh, we are losing money. And a main unified OS. So we can get Andos or Inmos. But I think I really want this one, but it's going to cost us a bunch of money. So let's do that later and deal with our budget crisis. I think we do just need to cut some money out of science. Cut that art import. Cut the state mechanism, because that's mainly giving us political authority points. Maybe state propaganda as well. Yeah. Oil crisis. Double oil production, but that does reduce our oil income. Let's accelerate the preparation of an economic reform. I don't know what that does or how it works, but... Okay, here's the Gulf War. So we can just, like, side with Iraq if we want. Makes Iran, Pakistan, Syria, and Libya mad at us. Fair enough. We can just, like, nope out. Yep. No need to spend our time and money on that. This is worrying. Our finances. Looks like we can't change any of these. Maybe. Yeah, reserve at least 250, which we don't have. Yeah, I'm also, like, not sure what would be useful in terms of fixing our income. Labor freedoms, yeah. I guess we could, like, increase to a 48-hour week. It's not a bad idea. Wait, are we settling into the job still? It's really annoying. I wish that was more clear. I also don't understand if vote means it just goes through. Loyal and or supportive of policy change collective. Let's try it. Cannot accept. Okay. Alright. And against is winning quite significantly. Okay. Alright, just gonna have to leave it. Congress. I think let's just proceed peacefully. Soviet aviation under threat because of the stingers in Afghanistan. Okay, that's fine. We've basically given up on Afghanistan, so they're welcome to it. Okay, non-labor income. Here we go. So I think we should move towards the legalization of individual entrepreneurship. I think this is going to significantly improve our economy. So let's do that. Commissioner Katani. Okay, so this is corruption in Uzbeki cotton production. And I think we should investigate corruption all over the shop, basically. So conservatives lose 20 influence, which is fine. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at our economy now. That's awesome. Okay, so... Now someone wants to basically have elections in the USSR. So this is consider Yakovlev's proposal. I will go have a look at that, but I don't think I want to adopt it. Oh, now I can reconsider Trotsky's personality. We're going to consider Yakovlev's proposal. Okay, now we have some more money. It would be nice to, like, stack a bit, but I am also going to reinvest. Maybe I won't increase that infrastructure just now. Yet another banger. Let's do that for the moment. See how it goes. Because yeah, this is kind of a volatile situation with our economy. Bombing of Libya. So Reagan is bombing Libya. They're one of our most important allies in North Africa. Defend Libya in exchange for increased oil prices. USA gets minus 15. That's fine with me. Let's invite them to Comic-Con, I think, as well. Should we invite Syria as well? Yeah, let's do it. Karl Marx. So many bangers. Okay, Chernobyl. Now, I think we should absolutely make this public. This is a big problem, but it's going to be better to deal with it openly than secretly. That's my feeling. Okay, now we've lost all of our surplus here. Again, as I said, it's kind of ambiguous how that's going, but that's fine. So I think it's fine just putting in Najibullah here. We get better relations with a bunch of people. Which is kind of my main priority at the moment, other than finances. Alright, so conservative-minded editors dominate the media landscape. Time to replace them. So, moderate reformers, basically. Seems fine. Slight profit, we love to see it. Let's have a look at Congress now. There are still neo-Stalinists. The reformers appear to be in the lead here. Let's have a look at this Trotsky rehabilitation thing. So for many years, Trotsky was considered a traitor to the revolution, but his contribution to the October Revolution, the creation of the Red Army, and the formation of the young Soviet Republic is invaluable. Reconsidering his personality suggests an analysis of his ideas, contributions, and role in historical events, and an attempt to rethink his place in Soviet history. So let's have a look at it. He's been an opportunist, Menshevik, fascist, counter-revolutionary, and traitor Judas. If you remember who he really was and why he became so hated, socialist heroes must not be forgotten. Okay, so we can legally rehabilitate him. We can partially rehabilitate him. Except we need more reformers, informal socialists, and Lib Dems. We need informal socialists to lead. Okay, let's postpone the decision. That's good to know. So, to be clear, the reason I'm doing this isn't any personal allegiance to Trotsky. I think Zizek's critique of him is quite insightful, though that's by the by. It's because Posadas was a Trotskyite. Yeah, so I think I did this last time. I quite like the idea of investing in the Jewish Autonomous Oblast. It's kind of a Bundist thing. I'm into that. I'm not sure it's the best idea, but let's give it a go, especially given that we're short on money at the moment. Death of Le Duan, so there's a change in power in Vietnam, but I think we're not going to worry about it too much. So we can declare war on Iraq or Iran. I kind of like the idea of letting the US continue this war basically indefinitely. Okay, empty shelves has reduced. Again, let me see if I can... Empty shelves? Empty shelves and regions. So every month it's losing 13, which is good for us. Okay. Okay, they want... some people want to get rid of Kuznetsov, who's a conservative and is currently extremely low-ranked. Sure. And this guy is a moderate? Yeah, let's get rid of him. That's fine. And now people want to get rid of Gorbachev. Romanov wants to be put in power instead. And he's very high-powered, as is Gorbachev, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, he's the #1 ranked guy in the CPSU. So I could even start smearing Romanov as well. They both like me a lot. Oh no, Gorbachev doesn't. I think I'm just going to refuse. Okay. It's weird how all of these come up at once. So here's a reformist Yazov that Romanov wants to get rid of. So I could actually get rid of Romanov here. I kind of like that idea. That's a nice way to purge him. It's another one. Svednadje wants to get rid of Yaznov. A Lib Dem wants to get rid of a conservative. Great, let's do it. Okay, and I need to appoint someone to the Politburo. I'm still the only informal socialist. Could put a reformer or a Lib Dem in. Are there any reformers that I would like to promote? Maybe Dolgish? Boris Yeltsin? He is a hedonist, which is going to be inconvenient if I start changing stuff. Yeah, let's give it to Dolgish. And can I promote the informal socialists? Let's do it. Conservatives are getting very weak now. I don't think there's any benefit to banning the neo-Stalinists here. Again, just not worrying about interfering with elections. We're researching something everywhere. We are. Yeah, okay, so postmodernism has been invented in the US, which is funny. The Social Initiatives Club. So this is cool. Basically, this allows us to really increase the influence of the informal socialists. So I will definitely be doing that. It does strengthen the radical opposition, who are getting a little on the powerful side. I don't really know what that does, but that's fine. So now we have some other informal socialists. These are some hilarious pictures as well. They look like they've been touched up. It's quite funny. Okay, and now we've got Dr. Hader to end the arms race. I think I would like to invite him in. But we're not doing too well with the US. But yeah, let's invite him over. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to head off. But I will finish this game next time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you soon. Bye.